Hello internet, today I will be showing you the entire process of building a fake typeracer that ended up looking like this. Check it out. Holy shit. So yeah, stick around and enjoy the video. Let's just go ahead and try to create it. So my plan is to create this using React, and to get started I will set up a new project using Vite. So I'll choose pnpm for my package manager. I'll create a new project called typeracer, and let's select React and choose TypeScript and what was this again? Speedy web compiler or something. Okay, then go into typeracer, pnpm install, pnpm run dev. Make sure everything is running. Okay, some deprecated stuff. Fuck it. Is this working? Let's open it. Vite plus React. Okay, and then let's try to add tailwind as well. So pnpm install tailwind, and then npx tailwind init. Okay, looks good. Configure your tailwind config file. Okay, we can open this in VS Code. Make it a bit easier. So the tailwind config is here. Content, this is what I want to modify. Oops. Can do like this. Index.html. Okay, perfect. And what else? Add this. Add the tailwind directives to your CSS. Source index. Okay, I'll new call this, I guess. And okay, that's it. Let's check if it worked. npm run dev. Open this. Okay, I think it did actually. So from app.txs, I can now start styling stuff with class name and something like that. Okay, perfect. Now, what should be mentioned is that it's actually such a long time since the last time I used React. So if things goes a bit slow, that's why. So my thought for this was to monkey typer, was to kind of clone monkey typer, at least in the UI. And you know what? It's very easy. It's just some text and a cursor showing where you are. So yeah, let's start by actually just removing everything here. I guess we can call this main. And don't need these imports. App.css, don't need that. I can delete this. I can probably delete, yeah, this stuff in assets. And now we have a blank slate to keep working on. So we need some mock text. I guess lorem ipsum is working. But this should be very good. So let's try to think how this is going to work. We have a bunch of text, and we also need an input field. Input type text. Like this. But the input field should kind of be invisible and be positioned on top of this, I think. So let's try to do that. If we put this inside a div, and then make sure this is relative, and I can give this some background color to make stuff easier to see. Just a light red color. No, that's not background. BG. Like that, yeah. And let's give this a max width of 2XL. Yeah, that's good. And center it, and let's add some top padding to the actual page. Padding top 32. Looks kind of good. And now we also have the input down here, lorem ipsum. So the idea, I don't think I mentioned it in too much detail, is to basically let you type whatever you want, and just as long as you hit the keyboard, it will progress. So kind of dumb project, but I thought it's a good way to learn the basics of using states and stuff in something like React or whatever else you want to do it in. So lorem ipsum. Okay, let's try to get the input field to be positioned underneath the text field. So if we make this absolute, nothing happened. Can I give this a color of blue? Okay, relative. And absolute, and I have to say top 0, like that, and left 0, and then with max, with full, and height full, if this is gonna work. Holy shit, I should be a web developer. This is crazy. And then we'll put the z index of this to 0 and the set index of this to maybe 10. Okay, that did not work, but I guess we can actually make this hidden. Like that, okay, but now the input does not work. Let's just check how this is styled. I might not actually need the text input field since I'm not going to be listening for it, or you know what, actually I am. Okay, let's think about the positioning afterwards. So let's get the logic first. So this is my text input, and I want for every character typed, I want the text here to progress. So to do that, we will need a state, and let's call it correct, or let's call it, I'm thinking what's the easiest way to track this, and I guess using an index saying if I have 0 then nothing. Let's do score. It might be a bit misleading, but you know what, fuck it. It's going to start at 0, whoops, and then I will add an onChange handler to my input here and say that onChange we should set score, and I did not spell that right, like that. We should set score equal to score plus 1, something like this. And then I think we have to find a way to highlight each character one by one, which might actually be kind of hard. CSS, color, and first characters. You know what, this might actually be a CSS thing. Okay, there is no pseudo selector for this. Okay, you know what? I actually know a way of doing this. Watch this. I will have a state here, which I will say is text. Use state, and it's going to consist of 2 parts, highlighted and default. And to start off, everything is going to be put inside default. Can I do a multi-line string? Is that allowed? No. How do I do that? JavaScript multi-line string. The backticks. fuck's sake. Like that. Okay. Now we have the string here. I don't need the score. I don't need the count. This is just text. I will say that every time I input something, or actually I do need the score. Oops. So first we're going to increase the score. Set score, score plus 1. And then we are going to say that set text. And here we will say that the highlighted is the text default slice from start, which I guess, yeah, is going to be 0, and the end is, which is going to be score. And the default is going to be basically the opposite, so text default slice from score until text default dot length. And with that, we have two parts of the text, and instead of rendering the text in just one piece like we did before, we're going to do it in two pieces. So I can actually clone this. I don't need the Z index anymore since I'm not using it. The first part I'm going to have text.highlighted, and in the second part I'm going to add text default, and if I'm now not mistaken, what the fuck? I think I'm going to save this as just a starter text. So const starter text is equal to that, and I need the ticks. Default is going to look like this. Now, if the score equals to 0, then we render the starter text, and if not, we can render the split one. Yeah, and this has to be wrapped in something, so I guess a div works. Like that. And now I increase the score, and then I set text, and I'm instead going to slice the starter text, and hopefully that won't get modified. Yeah, that's not working. Why is that? Text.default. Okay, let's start console logging this. Starter text. So this is what should be highlighted, and this is what shouldn't be highlighted. Yeah, text default starter text.length, it should be. Okay, let's drop the console log and let's try this again. Ipsum. What on change? Okay, now it seems to be working. Yeah, this is what I'm after. But why did it start so late? It gets selected. Score is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is this not a bit weird? What is happening? Okay, let's add some debug stuff up here. Score is score, and I guess that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's very weird that this starts so late. Like that. Okay, let's try to change the color of this. This can be green. Or you know what, I'm colorblind. Let's make it a bit more contrast. It's somewhat working. Let's make this inline. Like this, yeah. Fuck yeah. It to make a type semantic book. Holy shit, see how fast I'm typing? Yo, this is actually kind of working. It's just sometimes it stops. Let's go. Lorem ipsum is simply terminated. Ah, I see. It's because there's a bunch of spaces here. Jesus. That's annoying. Okay, so this text should just be one line. Where is it? Here. Like that. Now that it's one line, whoops. It's going to work. I'm sure of it. Lorem ipsum is simply dummy text. Okay, and instead of changing the background color, let's of course change the color. So I guess it can be white. I can give the entire thing a sort of black color thing. Text gray 200 maybe. Yeah. Looks decent. Or looks shit, what am I talking about? Let's just try to mimic what monkey type looks like. Okay, so it's gray. Why is everything black? That's because of this. So this should all have text gray 200. Bit too bright, 500 maybe. Yeah, 500 is good. And if I start typing, it becomes white. Fuck yeah. I'm having too much fun with this already. Let's make this height of the screen. We can also increase the font size, text XL, why not? Yeah. Lorem ipsum is simply dummy text of the printing and typesetting industry. Whew. Oh my god, I'm so quick. Okay, now the last part is to somehow move this. That's at least what I've been thinking, to somehow move the scores here as well. I can move that. Move the input field over this entire thing. But then again, I could also maybe create some type of listener. React listen to keyboard changes. This is some ancient stuff. Handle key down. Yeah, I think this actually might be the way to go. Custom hook to listen for keyboard events. Okay, let's do this. Don't care about that. Use keyboard shortcut. Yeah, this actually seems kind of nice. Okay, let's take this, use keyboard shortcut, and where do I put the custom hook again? Keyboard key hook. Use key hook args. I don't need the key. Use key hook args. Don't need the key. Use key hook. And remove this. Add event listener key down handler. And use effect has to be imported. And I guess this is good. And to use this, I can simply do use key hook on key pressed. And then my stuff. Okay, sweet. This is going to be really clean. So I'll do the use key hook. Remove this. On key pressed, I will do whatever I'm doing in here, which is this. Do I need one more? Yeah. Like that. And why is it not working? Obviously because of the syntax. Something like this. I can remove this, go back, and hope for the best. No, fuck's sake. It's not working. Why is that? I start the key hook on key pressed. Can I print or console log debug? Okay, so it's actually getting logged. Yeah. Oh, one is highlighted. So something is fishy, obviously. And what can it be? Wait, instead of doing this, can I not just do this? And I can call this on key pressed like that. Okay, document add event listener. Let's go. Okay. It worked, sort of, but something is obviously wrong. What's going on? Okay, this website is crashing. You know what? Fuck it. We had sort of a working solution, so let's get back to that. Before I started creating the hook things. Yeah, let's delete this shit. Yeah, that's good. Let's remove this score. And let's do what I originally thought I would do, which is to position this at the top of this. So I had to add absolute again. That's good, but I want the other text on top. So if I do like, whoops, like this. Okay, it's not on top. Set index of 0. This can get something more. 30. Nope. Hidden input field. How to hide an input field tailwind. Hidden or can I do opacity 0? Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, fuck yeah. Okay, so all I needed was to change the opacity. Okay, so let's see how this application works. I go in, it's something, and I have to click here. Lorem ipsum is simply the best thing. Let's go. Okay, and what more do I need? I need the words per minute counter. So I can remove this. Whoops. And I can add the words per minute counter. So let's add that as a paragraph, words per minute, and then I will have to do, I'll actually have to save a start time. Set start time, use date, and this is a date. Use date dot now. Get current time JavaScript. Get Unix time JavaScript. That's going to be the easiest. Date.now, yeah. Okay, so I don't have to do new here, and I can simply do date.now. Or can I? I can't. Okay, get time maybe. So yeah, this is a number, great. And let's say that if score equals 0, we will set start time to a date.now, get time it was. That's that. And the words per minute should be the score divided by the difference between the current time and the start time. I think. Let's see if this works. Text for XL, text white, padding in the Y direction. Okay, so I've obviously done some wrong math. Maybe I do this the other way around. This is going to be 1 minus 2, so that makes 0 sense. Okay, so if I've written 10 words in 10 seconds, in 20 seconds, but it's going to be words per minute, then that's something times 60. Like this. Okay, let's see if this works. Lorem ipsum simply. Why is this negative? Why is it negative? Score starts at 0 and then it becomes 1. Whoops. 1 divided by start time, which should be set here. And it's a number. So let's say the start time is, for simplicity, 0. Minus. Okay, I have to flip this. Like this. Yeah, this should be good. Lorem ipsum. Okay, and why is this so low? Start time is 0. This, let's say, is 10. And my score is 10. 10 divided by 10 should be 1. Times 60 should be 60, which should be correct. So why is it not correct? Let's do something like this just to debug. We can actually add text white here and we don't have to do that anywhere else. And here we'll do start time and then we'll do one with score as well. This is the current time. Okay, I can't highlight it because of that. I know why. Okay. Current time, start time. So I do current time minus the start time, 880, because this is in milliseconds. So if I divide each of these by 1000, even though I don't think I have to. What's happening now? Yeah, okay, this seems like a good number. Okay, still seems a bit high. Okay, so let's think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and this is not words, this is characters I'm doing now. So the word score should only increase every time we find a space. A clear character, right? So let's check that. Let's create a new variable that we can call words. This is going to start as 0 as well, and then we can do if the start text dot char at the index of score equals a space, then we can do words or set words plus 1, and then in the calculation we are going to do words like that. This, I think, is an accurate representation of how many words a minute I'm doing. Or what do we think? Okay, let's go here. This is a test to see how many words a minute I'm getting. Okay, first of all, I'm annoyed by the commas. Remove comma number JavaScript. Is it trim? To precision or to fixed number of digits after decimal 0. Is this going to work? Yeah. Let's go. Whereas for minute counter is working, and you know what? I actually think the project is almost done. So what else do I need to do? I guess it's kind of annoying that it says nan to begin with. So instead of rendering this, I will say that if the score equals 0, then it's going to say 0, or else we can do this. Then I don't need this. Boom. Click. Lorem ipsum is simply dummy text of the printing and typesetting industry. Kind of good, right? I think so. Let's remove these 3. And yeah, that's it. Project is finished. What do you think? Yeah, I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. I don't think I'll do anything more, except I might add some styling, who knows. Oh, it would kind of be sick with the cursor though, wouldn't it? Yeah, and this should be words. Or forget, we can do score. Like that, yeah. I don't think I'll do anything more logic-wise, so this is where I'll end this video, I think, but kind of goes to show how quickly we can get something like this up and running. This is only 60 lines of code, and it's going to teach you some principles on the use state in React, which is great. And other than that, you could of course modify this endlessly, make it look like Monkey Typer or whatnot. Would be kind of sick actually. You could add the multiplayer section to it, whatever. But yeah, as of now, I think this is kind of good. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer. And next time.